Once upon a time, in a tiny village nestled between rolling hills, lived a little girl named Mia. Now, Mia was known throughout the village for her kindness and her love for animals. Every morning she would wake up before sunrise and skip to the meadow behind her house, where she would spend the day playing with the rabbits, the squirrels, and the birds. The animals loved Mia and would often gather around her, seeking her affection and care. One day, while playing in the meadow, Mia stumbled upon a tiny bird that had fallen out of its nest. Its little wings were broken, and it couldn't fly. Feeling sorry for the bird, Mia carefully picked it up and cradled it in her hands. She took it home and made a small bed for it out of cotton and leaves. Then she started to feed it berries and water from a tiny spoon. As days turned into weeks, Mia's pet bird became stronger and healthier. It would chirp happily and rub its tiny head against Mia's finger as she brushed its feathers. But as the bird healed, Mia noticed something strange. Its feathers weren't like those of any bird she had ever seen before. They shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow, sparkling like 1,000 tiny diamonds. One afternoon, as Mia sat in the meadow, the bird flew to a nearby tree and chirped loudly. Startled, Mia looked up and saw the bird flapping its colorful wings and dancing in the air. Suddenly, the bird swooped down and landed on Mia's shoulder. Then, to her astonishment, it began to speak in a tiny voice. "Thank you, Mia," the bird said. "You saved my life when you found me and nursed me back to health. I am eternally grateful to you. As a token of my appreciation, I would like to grant you a wish. You may ask for anything you desire." Overwhelmed with joy, Mia thought for a moment. She could ask for gold and jewels, or maybe even a beautiful castle. But then she looked down at the bird and realized what she truly wanted. "Oh, I want to be able to understand and talk to all the animals," she exclaimed. The bird smiled and said, "Your wish is my command." As it spoke, a warm, tingling sensation filled Mia's body. And when she looked down at her hands, they were glowing with a soft light. "Now you have the gift of the talking animals," the bird said. "Use it wisely and always remember the kindness shown to you by the animals." With that, the bird spread its shimmering wings and flew away, leaving Mia alone in the meadow. At first, Mia was a bit scared, but then a tiny rabbit hopped up to her and said, "Hello, Mia. Can you understand me?" "Oh, yes," Mia exclaimed, kneeling down and stroking the rabbit's fur. "I can understand you, and I can also talk to you." The rabbit's eyes widened in surprise. "This is wonderful," it said. "Now we can finally tell you how much we appreciate your friendship and kindness." From that day on, Mia spent her days playing with the animals and learning their language. She made friends with a wise old owl, a playful fox, and even a grumpy badger who had lived in the meadow for many years. Together, they explored the forest, discovering hidden streams and fields of colorful wildflowers. Mia's gift allowed her to communicate with the animals and learn about their hopes and dreams. She helped the birds build their nests, guided the rabbits to new burrows, and even persuaded the grumpy badger to let a family of hedgehogs move into his meadow. As the years passed, Mia grew up and eventually became the village elder, respected and loved by everyone in the community. She never forgot the valuable lesson she learned from the fairy. She always treated the animals with kindness, and they, in turn, repaid her affection and trust. And so the legend of Mia and the talking animals was passed down through generations, reminding everyone of the importance of compassion and understanding.